Hey, San Ramon, here's another art project for you. Today, what you're gonna need is, I'm gonna put it down like this so you can see. Hopefully you can see this, okay? You're gonna need a piece of paper, like this, pencil, some sort of marker, crayon, and a ruler. The ruler, if you don't have a ruler, you could use like the edge of a book or something like that, but make sure with your parents it's okay before you do that. Okay, first thing you're gonna do is make a shape on your piece of paper. So I did a heart first, as you see. I just did a heart sort of in the middle of the paper. You could do a circle, you could do a square, you could do any shape you want, but keep it kind of basic. Don't go too elaborate because it'll make the next step harder. Now the next thing you're going to do is draw a little circle in the middle of your heart, put a little dot, and then you're going to draw lines out from that dot, like I started doing over here. You're going to keep going. As you go, try to make sure it doesn't get too wide on the outside because you might not like that so much. The other trick I learned when I practiced with this activity was you want an even number of these segments. So in other words, so far we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You want to end on an even one. If you end on an odd number, when you're coloring it in, it's not going to work right. Oh, sorry, I got to go the other way for you. It's hard to tell sometimes. Okay. So you're going to keep going all the way around until you have the whole thing finished. Then what you're going to do, I don't want to make you sit and watch this too long. Pretend I've done the whole thing, okay? Okay, then what you're gonna do is you're gonna start to color in. And you could also just do, you can go over all the lines with the marker. So I might do that with my blue marker here. I'm gonna go over all my lines. Of course, you're gonna have filled in the whole thing. I just didn't wanna make you sit and watch me do that. And then you're gonna go every other section. So what you'll do is you'll color this section with the blue, or whatever color you want. You could mix it up. I think visually it works a little better if it's all one color. I did this with a marker and I did this with a crayon, and I would say the marker takes much longer to fill in. And you also need a kind of new marker. This one's a little bit dry, so it's not looking so good. I'll show you an example of one that's better. Okay, and then you're not going to color this one. You're going to color this guy, the next one over. Oops. My hand's not as still as my ruler is. You're going to color this one whole in. Does that make sense? Because you're going to skip every other shape. If you have a younger sibling who wants to do this, or you're a younger sibling who wants to do it and you're watching this, my suggestion is draw the middle shape. And then if using the ruler and doing straight lines is hard for you, maybe someone in your family can do that part for you, and then you could do the rest of the coloring. Okay, so you're going to do every other one like I'm doing, and then here the same thing, every other one, but I'm not going to fill this one in. I'm going to leave that one white. I'm going to color this one in. Excuse my dog, please. My daughter's having some lunch, and he wants food, and he thinks it's okay to bark at her to get food. And that is not okay. He is a naughty dog. All right, do you see how I'm filling this in? I'm sorry, this marker is not very happy. Let me see if I can find another blue marker in here really fast. There's a skinny blue one. Let's try that. So I'm gonna go every other one. You guys are ready this? Oh, good grief. Now someone's at my door, I believe, to pick up lemons. And he's not gonna like that very much because he's a pill. Okay, so you're gonna fill the whole thing in, and this is gonna take a while, guys. So this is the time you can turn on some music, have a nice little chat with your family. It's a nice thing to do. Just have a little meditative coloring time. Maybe you do a little bit of it, you put it away, and then you go back to it if you feel a little antsy. Don't rush through it though, because it'll look better if you go slowly. So let me show you the finished product here. The finished product using black and white, if that one is all stuck, I don't know why, is this. Can you guys see that okay? Yeah. So it's kind of a cool optical illusion, isn't it? I liked that. I thought it was kind of fun. It makes it look like the heart is kind of coming out of the paper. If you want to get really tricky, you could do 2 hearts. So here I did one heart in the middle, then I did a second heart, and then I just went every other as well. Again, just make sure that you keep it even. Here, let me show you my mess up. It's always good to see the mess ups. Here, I had two sections here, and I realized I had an odd number, and then I was going to have two blacks right next to each other, and I knew that wasn't going to work. So I left both sections white, and I colored this whole thing in black. And then I could either white that out, or you could just leave the line, whatever you want. But that was the mess up. That's how I figured out that you needed to have an even number. Okay. So if we counted, we can count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. You need to have an even number and not an odd number. So if you're not sure what even and odd means, that's another question you could ask your parents. All right. I hope you guys have fun with this. Just like with the last one, whatever you come up with. Oh, and this one I chose crayon because it was a little bit faster, but I do think the marker looks better. If you have marker, I think it's a crisper look. Anyway, as you did last time, send pictures to your teacher, or you can send them directly to me at khasman@nusd.org. I hope you guys are great. I hope you're having a good time, and I can't wait to see what you come up with. Thanks. Bye.